Business Games. Episode 7. Business Bloopers.
Welcome to the official Business Games vlog, hosted by business influencer Marco Peterson. In these sessions, Marco links together sport and business to provide strategies, tactics, tips, and game plans on running your business more effectively. Years of business experience combined with the proven methodologies of the alternative board. These vlogs form a valuable source of knowledge for any business owner. And what better way to highlight the strategies needed to succeed in business than by referencing sport? So let's suit up and get into this episode of Business Games with your host, Marco Peterson.
G'day business fans, and welcome to the 7th episode in this series. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss an episode. We all love watching sports bloopers on YouTube or Facebook. We laugh at the misfortunes of sports personalities, and it reminds us that they too are only human. Of course, these bloopers could have cost these athletes a title or the team from winning the trophy, so although funny, they may have had some dire consequences. Professional athletes train long and hard to avoid these costly mistakes. They analyze and learn from their mistakes as well as those of their peers. The same principles apply to business owners. We need to learn how to navigate the business environment so as not to make the bloopers that will ruin our company. In this episode of Business Games, I'll give you 7 bloopers to avoid at all costs when managing your organization. Blooper number 1. Don't do the things you don't want your employees to do. As the captain, don't expect your team to follow you if you are not prepared to do what you ask of them. If it's penalty time, step up to the spot and take the first spot kick. In other words, lead by example. In episode 4 of Business Games, I spoke about servant leadership, leading from the front. Your employees form their habits based on what they see you do as their leader. Your employees will emulate the way you speak to customers and employees, and the work habits you display. So, if you want your employees to come in early, then you need to be in early. If you want a company culture that is output-driven and not time-driven, then operate as such yourself. You need to look in the mirror and identify any of your habits you would not like displayed by your employees, and then correct them quickly. You need to appreciate the huge influence and therefore responsibility you have over your employees. Blooper number 2. Don't take on things that are not a good use of your skill, talent, and time. Sportsmen and women have a team to take care of the peripheral activities that would otherwise keep them from training and becoming the best possible version of themselves. Business owners all too often work below their pay grade. What do I mean by this? Well, it's the tasks that business owners do that makes them feel busy without really adding value to their organizations. These tasks don't generate turnover, efficiencies, or profits in relation to the salary that a top executive or business owner commands. So, it's essential to be ruthlessly selective about what you allow into your day. For the selectivity to become a habit, it has to become ingrained in the way you think about everything you take on. To make this happen, you need to develop a return on investment criteria you apply without exception to all your activities. When this process becomes part of how you think, when you instinctively use it in everything you do, it will become a habit that will generate huge value for your organization. Blooper number 3. Don't stop learning and meeting new people. All athletes learn new skills over their careers. That's how they remain on top of the rankings or stay the best of the best. They evolve with the times, technologies, and latest advancements in science and nutrition. Highly successful business owners allow time to learn new things and meet new people. When learning stops, a company stops improving its performance. If you are not moving forward with new knowledge, new ideas, and greater understanding, you and your business are sliding down the rankings. You have to accept new and different ways of doing things. Meeting new people brings fresh ideas to a leader and his or her company. Make sure you as a leader are open-minded enough to spend the time to keep up with new trends in business and utilize new and improved ways of solving problems. I suggest surrounding yourself with business owners that help you grow, like those at one of my peer boards. Blooper number 4. Don't work from your inbox. This advice came from our colleague Paul Mulhaber, who made reference to a famous quote by Donald Rumsfeld, who said, quote, "If you are working from your inbox, you are working on other people's priorities." End quote. Business owners, like everyone else, should unlearn the desire to check emails every hour of the day. Not only does it distract your focus, but it gets you to shift your work to other people's needs and priorities. Block out time in your calendar for emails once or twice a day only. This time should not be during your most productive time of the day. Save this for your most important work. Giving yourself this space will reduce your anxiety levels, and you will be surprised by how much more efficient your email management will become. Blooper number 5. Don't keep employees that don't fit into your culture. Even superstar players get transferred when they are not aligned to the club vision or culture. Just because they are super talented does not mean that they are indispensable. We can easily fall into the mindset of thinking that one of our employees is too valuable to the business that they can't be replaced, even though they are toxic to the team. While it may be challenging, you can replace even the most technically valuable employee with somebody better. It's not worth it to keep an employee that does not fit into the company's values and that causes internal strife. It undermines your credibility and invites behaviors from others that don't fit into your culture either. Keeping a bad apple in the mix only leads to more bad apples. Blooper number 6. Don't manage everyone on your team the same exact way. Coaches realize that every player on a team is unique. Yes, the goals are the same, but motivating and encouraging the players to achieve the team goal takes a special understanding of each and every player. Getting the most out of Brian Lara requires a different approach compared to, say, Curtly Ambrose. There are certain things that business owners can do as a whole for their staff where they paint the team as one, and this should be consistent. However, when you approach everything you say and do for every employee the same way, you will miss the boat on a large percentage of them, i.e., it won't resonate with everyone the same way. Every single person is motivated differently. Finding what inspires both intrinsic and extrinsic factors is a powerful approach, and knowing their personality style and life experiences are different from yours and everyone else's. As a leader, getting to know how to approach your staff will lead them to exert greater commitment and passion towards your organization's vision. Blooper number 7. Don't apply a shotgun marketing approach. In basketball, teams try and work the play for the best opening to score. Shooting haphazardly for the hoop at every chance hardly leads to points on the board. If you are going to go after every potential customer in every market with a scattered array of services or products, your return on your marketing investment is going to be pretty dismal. My suggestion is to have a clearly defined target market. It may seem daunting to niche your market, but niche you must. I do realize it appears that going from 1 million potential customers to 10,000 seems like it will reduce your chances of landing a customer, but the opposite is in fact true. By focusing your marketing efforts and streamlining your service offerings to that market segment, your conversion rate will be much, much higher. Not to mention, the same budget and time allocated to a niche market will improve your return on marketing investment. Another benefit of niching your clients is that your business's operating costs will be lower as you become more efficient and effective with the tailored product or service offering once you land the clients. Unfortunately, there are a lot more business bloopers that I see business owners making on a regular basis. Reach out to me if you want me to evaluate your business for any of these. For now, let's get some perspective from a famous sports personality. Yogi Berra the famous New York Yankee baseball player, made this blooper of a statement. I quote, "Baseball is 90% mental, the other half is physical," end quote. Well, I have heard that we need to give more than 100% effort, and I'm sure giving 180%, as suggested by Yogi, will go a long way to achieving success if it were possible. As a leader, we need to constantly check how we are showing up, how we are communicating, how we are perceived, and what bad habits we have formed, as it makes a huge impact on our organization. Check for the bloopers listed in this episode in your organization, and put in the 180% effort to do away with them. That's it for this episode, business fans. It was great to host you again. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and share with your network. I really hope to impact a host of businesses through this medium. Till next time, cheers for now.
Thank you for joining us. We are looking forward to hosting you again soon. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share these sessions with your network. This episode of Business Games was proudly sponsored by Tiger Consultants, Payroll Bureau,